94. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Ought to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. And he might have misjudged this a bit as he reaches out, but it goes right by him in center field. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
In the second spot,
Jorge Polanco gets the first crack at an RBI here tonight with the leadoff man stationed at third following the leadoff triple. And he falls behind 0-2. Kluber pauses. Here it is on 0-2. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and the Twins are on the board first, 1-0. Into the box, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Max Kepler comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
The throw home, and it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
batting six.
First offering on its way. Trevor Plouffe is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor over to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Minnesota leads this one 2-0. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Carlos Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Santana.
Tapped out in front of home. Suzuki scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Francisco Lindor will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch. Eddie Rosario makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
They'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Kurt Suzuki steps in now. He's set. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it. But in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Batting ninth, center fielder number 25.
Byron Buxton is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Lifted in the air out to right. Chisenhall giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Brian Dozier will stand in for the second time here. He tripled and later scored to lead off the ball game. Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Jorge Polanco gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twin strand a pair. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Mike Napoli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Michael Brantley steps into the box. Hit hard up the middle. Polanco is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting 6.
Ready now, Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Into the seats, 0-1. Dribbled back toward the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kepler racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Yan Gomes steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We played 2 full. It's the Twins 2 and the Indians 1.
Leading off for Minnesota, first baseman number 7, Joe.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Miguel Sano stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Max Kepler earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And that misses inside 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. This one's flared out toward left. Brantley coasts under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 30 settles into the box for his first chance.
Leading off for the Tribe, center fielder, number 30.
Santana steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Back goes Rosario. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting,
Carlos Santana will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. His first homer here in the series as the Indians have come back to tie it at 2.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. In there, a base hit.
now batting,
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Coming to the plate now, Mike Napoli. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
Not close. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Moving under it, Buxton. And that's the second out of the inning. Michael Brantley stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he is in there. Ronnie Chisenhall will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
The catcher, number 10, Yan Gomes.
And that is now 8 hits he's already allowed, and we haven't even made it out of the 3rd inning yet. I heard someone once say, he's coming apart like a $39 suit out there. He better find his command, and fast.
Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 3 innings complete. Cleveland's out in front, 5-2. Trevor Plouffe is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Smoke toward third. Ramirez moving to his right. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 20.
Eddie Rosario is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
The catcher, number 8.
So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail 5-2. Number 30 stands in.
Leading off the fourth for the Indians, center fielder, number 30.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Carlos Santana steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Carlos Santana.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Plouffe barehands it. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away. Jason Kipnis will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Runners off for second. Line toward the alley in left center. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first? Francisco Lindor will dig in. 1-for-2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Santana comes set. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Tribe. They're still out in front, 5-2. Byron Buxton will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Kluber steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a liner. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Brian Dozier digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Jorge Polanco will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready on 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chisenhall on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second, he'll try for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple. Joe Mauer will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Miguel Sano will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So a run on two. Mike Napoli comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Hit hard to short and reined in one away.
Left fielder number 23.
Michael Brantley will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Sliced hard on the ground. There is Dozier. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez will swing it from the left side right here. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Plouffe will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. So very nice work there by Santana. His club trails, though, by a count of 5-3. Max Kepler will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Grounded to third. To his right, Ramirez. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Third baseman number 24.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hot shot to third. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
The batter, left fielder.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Eddie Rosario is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Kluber's ready. Here he comes 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Tribe lead this one 5-3. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Number 10, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Number 30 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. High in the air out to center field. Buxton moves over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-3. Kurt Suzuki is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding into the box, Brian Dozier. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, you'd like to think he had one more big pitch here to get him out of the inning and then call it a night, but he's having a hard time finding the strike zone right now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Number 62 will be the new pitcher.
Pitching for the Twins, number 62.
Carlos Santana will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Jason Kipnis digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Kepler is there, 2 down. Francisco Lindor will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kepler sprinting after it, but this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Mike Napoli will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back. The 0-1. On the ground up the middle. He's got it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Indians leave 1. Leading off the inning, Jorge Polanco. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
1 away.
First baseman number 7.
Joe Mauer ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Miguel Sano is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Kluber gets the sign. 0-2 pitch on its way. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still down 5-3. Michael Brantley digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Left fielder Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Jose Ramirez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on the move for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dozier has it. A quick out number 1. Lonnie Chisenhall takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Rosario is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Yan Gomes will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as it is now 7-3.
And guys, you wonder if this home run makes it an easier decision to send that starter back out there to maybe finish this one off himself. That gives him an extra bit of leeway here, and I have a feeling that might just sway their manager's decision into letting him try to go out there and notch the complete game.
30.
Into the box now, number 30, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. They're putting that last home run at 419 feet officially. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Rosario is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Twins. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Max Kepler will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Kluber sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Too high. 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bounce towards the second baseman. Kipnis has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman number 24.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Lindor is up with it. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Kurt Suzuki strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Byron Buxton will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And that's cut on and missed. So now the Twins are down to their final strike here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.